Hello guys, yeah. In this episode I'm gonna teach you how to know that this stuff is dead. So first first of all, the TV, anything, TV, DVD, amplifier, subwoofer, anything of electronics that you plug on electricity with plug, it got fuse. So first thing, I'll teach you how fuse works. Then when a fuse is burned on a TV, what caused the fuse to burn, and before you replace another fuse, I'll teach you how to test it before you replace the fuse, because if you replace the fuse it may be burn again. Sometimes when you lucky, when you replace the fuse it works. So I'll tell you how to test the power supply that is burned. Any power supply, if you have a DVD, if you have a amplifier, if you have anything, it's got diode and fuse that receive the first to the power supply. So how power supply works, you see in this motherboard there's this plug. This plug is the direct plug to electricity, from electricity to the motherboard. So when you plug the plug here, it got a line that it goes through inside to the diode. So I'll teach you the blowing fuse problem. Okay, so let me explain like this in these two motherboards. This one is an old TV. Nowadays they're out of fashion. People are not buying anymore, but some people, they are bringing to fix it. You may have it at home, planning to throw away. So before you can check the videos on YouTube, internet, how to fix it. Maybe you can fix yourself. So first of all, what do you need? You need a multimeter. You must have a multimeter. When you have a multimeter, you must have an iron. When you have a soldering iron, you must have a soldering wire. You must have these things: iron, soldering wire, and a multimeter. Then you can fix your stuff. So how does the fuse work on a TV? The fuse is just a wire. Inside they put a small wire, very small wire, to protect when there is high voltage of electricity, to protect, to burn a lot of stuff in a power supply. So some people, when the fuse burn, they took a wire, a bigger one at that. I'll give you example. You see this wire, the power of this fuse in anything, in a TV, in whatsoever. If you don't have this fuse, or you don't know where you can buy this fuse, what you can do is you can peel this wire. You peel it, then here you can just take a one. You see this size of the wire, this one, this size. That's the size of the wire inside this fuse. There is a wire there. You can't see, but there is a wire, that one. There is a wire there inside the fuse. So this one, it's also fuse. This one, it is fuse, this one. But this fuse is for plasma TV. The way this fuse works and the way this fuse works is the same. If you can't find this fuse on your plasma TV, you can just put a wire, same size, the wire I was showing you. So how this fuse sit in a plasma TV? Here is the power supply. You see, this is the fuse. Fuse is the first part in a power supply to start receiving electricity power. From one side of the leg, other side is direct, but other side they put a fuse. This is the fuse. This is the fuse of plasma. So here, this is the fuse of the old TV motherboard. This is the fuse. It jump. This is the plug. It's the same with this plug, different in mix. You see? So when a TV or anything burn, what you must do the first, you come to the meter. There is a sign on the meter for a diode. So I'll show you. There's digital meter, there's manual meter, but I'll teach you to my meter. You put here, last here. Here is where there is a place to test with a diode. But this place of this diode, you can test a lot of stuff, not only a diode, in a TV, in anything, in a power supply of anything, washing machine, whatsoever, in anything. So this sign is the one you have to know now, that I'll teach you how this diode works and how dead diode works together with the fuse. So this sign, when you open your TV or anything you open in your power supply, go to the power supply, you see the mark that as a gate to the power supply. So you know this is the power supply. They write it hot in a power supply, cold in a primary, in a secondary side. So here, I must explain to you how the dead fuse and the dead diode look like and how it works and what you can do. You see, in the motherboard, there's this sign. In any motherboard, in any power supply, or both sides, inside and outside power supply, anything, this sign is the diode. The fuse side is this one. So let me show you how it works.